We're live.
Today we're talking about the MCU, but not the normal MCU, the Moana cinematic universe. I told you I was going to say that, and it sounded so much cooler when I said it the first time.
The Moana cinematic universe.
Okay, so no,
Going
we're
on three
talking
movies.
we're talking about
Live action adaptations.
the horrible live action adaptation Moana movie just came out recently. We went and saw it. The kids had a blast. But I kept looking over at my wife like, are we serious right now? Like, okay, so first, the most glaring problem is The Rock's acting, especially since we have like such a colorful counterpart. Like the animated version of Maui was like so cool and charismatic and like fun, but then you see The Rock try to do it, and I mean, obviously it's the same voice, so the voice sounds the same, but the way he acts is just like so bland. There's like no real acting talent there.
Well, a couple things. So I haven't seen the movie yet, but I did watch like the not behind the scenes, but it was like a preview or a lead up to the Moana release.
Right.
So they had interviews with The Rock and the new Moana and everybody, right? And they showed clips from the movie. So one thing that you're talking about that kind of like adds to what you're saying is like in the first Moana, when Maui grabs the chicken is like and he's like boat snack, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says it a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Yeah.
Right. So in the new one, in the remake, The Rock grabs that chicken or he gets it from somewhere. And he's like boat snack, says it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
But it's not fully there.
Yeah.
It didn't reach that high of like the original.
It seems like he's trying to deliver lines for the show. Like he thinks he's still in the sound booth doing it. Because it sounds the same. It all sounds exactly the same.
But it doesn't hit.
But there's no like facial reaction to what he's saying. Because if you see Maui in the animated one, he's very like smiley and like he's like boasting about himself and stuff. But when you see The Rock do it in the live action, you're like, it kind of seems like you're hitting on a child right now. Because I don't know how old Moana is in that movie, but she's definitely a lot younger than him. And he's like hitting on Moana. So this is what it looks like.
It looks like in the new remake.
Well, obviously he's not actually doing that, but it kind of plays off like he is.
That's weird.
When Moana first finds him on that island.
Yeah.
And okay, the musical number that he does there, on that island or whatever. Yeah, the You're Welcome song or whatever. It's all backed by animation. So it's like, we're trying to justify a live action movie that's based off an animation by adding more animation.
Yeah.
It's very like off-putting. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say there's a couple of things that are off-putting about live action adaptation, like remakes. They're not adaptation, they're remakes. In this Moana movie, as the part that I saw, they show what is it? Tomatoa? The crab? He sings He sings the shiny song. I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But it's something like that. And yeah, so like when Disney makes a live action remake, they turn like the character's a crab.
Mm-hmm.
They make him look kind of like grotesque.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like, creepy. My son was terrified.
It's like a mix of a fake crab style, but with like realistic crab textures, like skin textures and stuff. I'm like, nah, this is the weird live action remake issue across every Disney remake.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to touch on more than just Moana today because there's quite a bit to talk about in that regard. But one thing I will say is the real stars of these live action adaptations are the animators that are turning these cartoonish characters into seemingly real life things. I feel like those people are so talented. It's kind of insane. They took this cartoonish crab, which was already well done, and made it into this like nightmarish real life creature. Like that's got to be some crazy talent.
And they didn't stop until it achieved that nightmarish
Oh yeah, yeah,
type of look.
yeah.
Well, one thing I remember hearing way back in the day when Pixar did Finding Nemo, they were like, we had to tone down our animation,
Mm-hmm.
our look and feel of like the water, like being underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they first were doing tests, they were like, this looks too realistic.
Right.
It needs to be more cartoony or more like, fantastical.
Right.
To make you feel like you're in a different world.
Well, it's also got to look
underwater.
soft and inviting for kids, like so that they're like happy watching a cartoon movie.
Yeah.
And not like they're drowning.
So I think the same thing is like applicable to this, where it's like here's your goal. Your goal is to make a inviting cartoon character, but in the real world.
Yeah.
And they're like, and I'm sure they made some tests and they're like, no, that's too realistic. That's too realistic, like kind of like the Little Mermaid, like the live action Little Mermaid with Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like an actual crab. No cartoony face, no nothing. It's like an actual crab.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So they probably did that. They're like, oh, let's just make a giant crab covered in, gold and treasure. And you're like, no. Let's bring back some more of the character.
So the one thing I did enjoy about the live action one was the creatures looked pretty cool. Like the monsters, like the lava monster, Taka or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that stuff looks really cool. It looks like I enjoyed that part. I just don't think that it needs to be done. I don't think they should have adapted. I mean, Moana's only 10 years old, right?
Something like that.
This year's like the 10-year anniversary.
2015, 2016.
Yeah. So like, why are we adapting a movie that's not that old?
They ran out of movies.
Yeah.
I think the last live action.
They're having a hard time making the third Moana because if you watch the end of Moana 2, it's like the Thanos scene, like straight up looks exactly like when Thanos was first introduced in the MCU. So, yeah, they're writing Moana 3 right now, or they're getting ready to start animating it or whatever.
Which I don't think. So my thoughts on Moana, the first movie is like the best. Like I could watch that forever.
Yeah, it's a good movie
on repeat. It's fine. Moana 2, it looks the same, but like the magic isn't there from the first one.
Yeah,
it's missing something.
I just think they're fun movies. They're fun, enjoyable. The kids like them. I don't see the point in making them live action.
Well, but like what I'm saying is like there's over time with change, there's some sort of thing that's not getting passed on to the next movie.
Right.
So in terms of like sequels,
I see what you're doing here.
No. I was gonna bring up Cars because my kids love Cars.
Yeah.
And there's 3 Cars movies. Cars number 1, it's amazing. I love it. I watch it. All the time.
I know. I see. Yeah.
Cars 2, the story is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, and it's like too much. They're doing too much. Cars 3 is like, what the heck? I have to analyze what's going on in each scene to understand what's happening in this movie. Like there's so much like emotional, philosophical stuff going on.
You're like trying to bring up the last episode right now.
Watch the last episode to get what he's talking about. No, but it's like the magic of the first one is slowly lost upon sequels and like new things that are coming out.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing with Moana. First one's amazing. Second one's like meh. This new live action, they're trying to hit on the magic of the first one. It's not there.
Yeah. Well,
you can't do it.
I just feel like the live action adaptation of Moana was like doled out like a lot. Like it was like very. It just seems lifeless compared to Moana, the original, being very like bright and happy, and that just wasn't there in the live action adaptation.
Well, we could say the same thing for The Lion King.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Haven't they done like 2 or 3 of those now?
Well, there's The Lion King and then Mufasa.
Yeah, it's like after or whatever.
It's a prequel.
A prequel, yeah.
Yeah, prequel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very lifeless.
Bland.
Yes.
I mean, it's like the real world. You go out to the Sahara Desert or wherever The Lion King's at. You go out there and you're like, it's like tan colored, little bits of green, rocks. That's what they recreated in the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like.
They shouldn't have. You know, what would be kind of cool to see, I think, is like a reanimated version of those old movies. I think that would be cool. With this new style that they're all using.
Like kind of like CGI, like Pixar style.
What would you call the animation of the original Moana?
It's CGI.
Is that yeah? Okay, so I think that because like it looks so real. Obviously, it's like still cartoonized in a way that makes it not look real, like skin texture and all that, you know? They look like cartoon characters, but it's done in such a nice, clean way that it looks more pleasing to the eye. If they did that with like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, that kind of stuff, I'm curious how that would come off. Like how that would look.
Have you seen Tangled?
Yeah.
I would assume Cinderella would look similar to Tangled.
You think?
Yeah. Like if you like Beauty and Beast, like any of those like princess
or Frozen.
Things, Frozen. Yeah. It would look similar to Frozen.
Yeah, I feel like that would look okay.
But like, yeah. Some of the downsides of like older movies getting remade or whatever. It's like today, at least, I don't know. Here's another
like
thing.
What they did with Black Flag.
What?
With Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what they did with that. Just
I'm not even sure what they changed.
Re-update. I mean, it's like they updated the graphics. They added some new gameplay features. It pretty much looks and plays like a brand new game, but it's
the same one.
It's a redo of the old game.
Yeah.
Something like that with like the older characters.
I mean, that would be cool. But like, here's my take on like old, especially with Disney, old movies being remade, right? So like one of my favorite movies is Aladdin, right? Everybody loves Aladdin. You remake it, but they change the music so much in such a terrible way that it like destroys the movie.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's not worth it.
They remade it?
Yeah.
Oh,
they have Will Smith as the genie.
Oh, that's a live action thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. No, I'm saying keep the original life of the movie alive. Just updated graphics. I think that'd be cool.
Would you update the voices?
No. I don't know. If they do it tastefully, maybe.
See, I
wouldn't want to take away Robin Williams.
That's the thing. When you start making changes to something that's already been proven like amazing, and you start introducing things that may not work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Correct.
I think Santa Monica Studios needs to bring us a review copy of Lafayette, and we're gonna strap you to that chair and make you play it the entire thing all the way through, no stopping, just because you hate it so much.
No. I mean, I don't even know. I can't even describe what it would take for me to be on board with that game.
I don't know. We're getting off topic. This is a conversation for another time.
Yeah, I don't know what it would take.
We just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think we should look up what's the upcoming live action remakes from Disney, right? Because they got a
Do
few
they even
coming up.
have anything announced?
I thought they did.
Let's see.
Find out.
I'm sure they're gonna try to make Frozen. No, they couldn't. That's such an iconic movie. I don't think they could. But it's such a big moneymaker. I'm sure there'd be a million people willing to go out and watch it.
Okay, so after let's see. The theatrical release of Moana on July 10th. Following this, the studio has several live action adaptations in various stages of development, including Tangled, Hercules, to be directed by Guy Ritchie. That sounds kind of cool. I'd be okay with that. The Aristocats. Yeah.
Still going to be animated. That's the thing. It's just an updated version of animation.
Who knows?
With cats.
Hey, did you see the Cats movie?
Oh, that weird one where they're
Yeah.
like humanoid
Yeah.
cats? No.
I heard about it.
That. I heard about it, and that'd be, oh god.
Yeah, I tried watching it one day. It was the worst.
Wasn't it like Taylor Swift and like a bunch of musical people?
James Corden.
No,
Jennifer Hudson?
No.
There's all kinds of singers and everybody's in it. It was the worst 2 hours of my life.
I will say Tangled and Hercules probably sound okay to do live action because it's kind of more realistic thing. So maybe. But still, why bother?
And the last upcoming one is Bambi.
Oh my god. Just animated. It's still animated.
And nobody likes Bambi.
No.
I try to watch it with my kids. I'm like, hey.
It's just sad.
I'm like, hey, I was talking to my wife. I'm like, hey, babe, let's watch Bambi. Let's show Bambi to our kids. She's like, no.
Yeah.
It's a horrible movie. There's I don't want to spoil. I guess we can spoil Bambi.
It's such an old movie. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah. But Bambi's parents, there's no Bambi's mom dies, basically.
Yeah.
And then Bambi's on this solo adventure for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
So my wife's like, no, there's no point in watching it. It's a sad movie. Terrible.
You know what that is? That is somebody who's an activist, and they're like, either make a live action Bambi or we're just going to tell everybody that you want to kill animals or something like that. It's like a blackmail type deal. Either you hate animals or you're going to make a live action Bambi.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's like PETA is selling Disney.
Yeah, but it's we need to promote animals. So you need to make a Bambi.
Yeah. That and Aristocats.
But Aristocats has said it was being produced or directed by Questlove.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Who's Questlove? Why does that name sound familiar?
He was the main... he's the founding member of the Roots. The band.
Yeah.
Roots.
Yeah, okay,
Who was the band for Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, okay. The guy with he's got an afro, yeah? Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess. That'd be cool, I guess. It's a more music centric movie, I guess.
I'm down for that. And the music in Aristocats is pretty good.
Right. Fine. Sure.
The story.
But it's still animated. Why would they call it live action if it's still animated?
Yeah, that's true. But that's one thing that we're talking about. I'm like, they should make a live action remake, but only live action, no CGI.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, back to Moana. It's just a soundstage with green screens and CGI animated water, and Maui turning into an eagle, which is all animated.
Yeah,
it's all that. It's just
it's like 90% of the movie is in that situation.
They should call it some kind of like hybrid live action CGI mix. Should find a new name for it at least.
Yeah,
and maybe I don't know. Put a little bit more into it, I guess. Find better actors. One thing I thought was kind of curious, if they used The Rock's, since they used The Rock, who's the voice of Maui, why didn't they just use the same actress that did the voice for Moana?
Yeah.
I'm sure she could have done just fine.
Yeah, I was watching this documentary thing on Disney Plus. I'm like, my wife said the same question. And I don't think the original voice of Moana looked Polynesian enough.
Yeah. Well, neither of them don't look very Polynesian.
The new one does.
You're saying the voice actor didn't look?
The voice actor didn't look Polynesian enough.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Or either look or I don't know.
The new song they made is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The new song was pretty good. It was written by what's his name?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah. That dude's pretty talented.
Yeah. He's all right. I'm not a big fan of him.
He was cool in what's that? It's based off a book series they had on HBO. I think it got canceled. Or maybe it ended properly, I don't remember. But he was pretty cool in that show.
Yeah. When it comes to Disney music, he's at the bottom of the list.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of really good musical
Maybe
artists.
two of the songs are up there.
Yeah. All I know is they probably shouldn't have remade Moana.
Why change something that's not broken? Why change the core formula of something that's not broken?
In this sense, sure. Yeah, you're right. In this sense.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna give in to your
No, but these are questions. These are like philosophical questions that we must muse over.
Sure.
And expand upon.
Why do they do what they do?
Yeah, who does it? Who made the choice to make this live action Moana? Why did they make it?
Who was the one that was like, you know what? We need to remake this movie that already looks so good.
Yeah, and I wonder at any point during the production of this, was there anybody that was like, this movie looks, terrible.
Right.
I'm ashamed to be associated with this movie.
This needs a
full
redo.
Reshoot. Yeah. We got to reshoot everything. And then whatever. Get out of here.
Yeah, here's your $250 million. Go do what you want to do.
Yeah. There could have been some whistleblowers being like, you're going to lose money on this. This is terrible. I don't like what I see. I showed it to my kids. They're all scared from it.
Yeah. I wonder what the opening weekend was.
It was something like 40 million, something really low.
Well, when we went, I think this past weekend was opening weekend. Yeah. We went on a Sunday, like midday, and you would think for a movie this big, it would be packed in there, at least close to a full theater. There was hardly anybody in there. There was maybe
Yeah.
10 people in this entire theater. I thought that was
makes sense.
crazy. There was barely anybody in there. If this were like a Marvel movie, it'd have been packed. If this were Spider-Man Brand New Day, they'd be hooting and hollering in there, throwing popcorn and cheering every time Spider-Man does anything.
Yeah, yeah. But check it out. Live action Moana debuted with an underwhelming $95 million globally. So 43 in North America, 52 million international markets. And it says because the film carried a massive production budget of $250 million, not including roughly $120 million just for marketing. So $370 million total. Industry analysts consider it a major box office bomb.
I agree. It wasn't that good. That's crazy. That's insane.
So if somebody invested in Moana live action, you give them $1, they give you back 30 cents.
Look this up. I'm curious to compare these. Look up the worst box office opening for a Marvel movie.
For a Marvel movie?
Yeah.
So one thing I read today in an article, Moana live action is about the same as Snow White live action.
I don't doubt it, because that one was bad. That one had a bunch of drama with the lead actress too. She was like saying a bunch of stuff people didn't like or whatever. I don't remember the full story, but
she spent like months degrading the movie.
She was like talking down to different groups of people and making fun of people. I don't even know. It was a lot. There was a lot going on with that lady.
Yeah, so for Marvel movies, the Marvels debuted at a franchise worth of $47 million domestically in 2023.
What was the budget?
Marvels? Let's find out. Let's see. The Marvels.
That had to be a big budget too, though.
I don't know. It says the Marvel's production budget, approximately $270 million to $307 million.
Okay, so it's pretty close.
Jeez. It says they lost nearly $237 to $300 million worldwide. That's probably because they spend so much on marketing.
Yeah, that one had a lot of marketing. I saw way more for the Marvels than I did for Moana.
Yeah.
Well, Disney, keep it up. You're doing good work.
But imagine,
how about they just put all their money into the Marvel stuff? I'm down for the Marvel. Even the Marvels. I thought the Marvels was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the big team up thing of the Marvel movies.
I think I tried watching it and then I gave up halfway.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't the best watch, but I like to keep up on the like overarching story of. That's me. I like the big overarching story throughout, like multiple movies. I think that's fun.
Yeah, but imagine if somebody came to you and said, "We're making live action Moana. Do you want to invest?" You'd probably be like, "Yeah, it was a great original movie."
No, I probably would have been like,
"And you have The Rock."
I would have been like,
"Go."
I would have said something like, "Wait, hold on. You're remaking Moana. It just came out, and you're making it live action. Why? It looks so good already."
Because we believe it'll be making money.
Because we're gonna be making lots of money.
Yeah,
but it looks like you guys are losing lots of money.
And then you're like, okay, well, yeah, I'll invest. Here's $1. I take that dollar. Movie comes out, and I give you you're like, what did I make? Well, here's 30 cents back. Or 25 cents back.
Well, I'm glad nobody asked me to partake in investing in Moana because I would have lost a pretty penny.
But that's a crazy reality check. I don't know how Disney keeps making these failing remakes.
Well, you got to think
when you have these reality checks, like, hey, you put in $10, you only get $3 back.
I think with the annual revenue from like the theme parks and all their TV stuff that they're doing, I'm sure they cover most of their losses.
But that's it's a terrible way to live when you have other
They just
smaller movies making like production budgets $10 million
Yeah.
and they make $1 billion.
Look up the. Did you see the earnings for Obsession?
No.
That movie is pretty freaking good, and it was like you like to always point out, a shoestring budget.
Yeah.
And they made a ton of money off that movie.
Let's find out. All right, so Curry Barker's Obsession pulling in a staggering $427 million.
They picked up the losses that Moana dropped.
Produced on a sub $1 million budget. That's like you giving $1 and then they give you $427 back. Like, why not try to do that?
Right.
Why not do that?
And that movie is so psychologically scarring. Like, that movie, I was so thankful to my wife for not being a complete psychopath. Later in the day, I was like, thank you for not being psycho. Because that movie was terrifying.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of like, that's what I think today's media is missing. Is that movie was made on a sub $1 million budget.
And it was such a simple concept.
Yeah.
Dude really liked this girl. She didn't like him back, so he made a wish with some creepy thing, and it completely backfired on him.
Yeah. I mean, the story's been done 100 times before. It's nothing new. But it's like we want to make this movie. How can we make this movie the best that we can with what we have? Yeah. And then they start going through it. Then the ideas come.
Yeah.
Then the inspiration comes. Then they're solving problems. Then, everything is like better when you have those constraints.
Yeah.
Which is lacking. I think that whole idea is like lacking in movies, video games, TV shows, everything.
I feel like these large corporations just don't have the risk management that like low budget creators have. So they're able to just throw shit out there, whatever sticks. Good. If not, okay, we'll recoup our losses and try again next time. They don't really care to like make bangers after bangers,
Yeah. I'm trying to think of if there has been anybody that has like succeeded time after time. The only person I would say, at least in the Disney world, would be Jon Favreau with Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
Iron Man 2, I think he still was on. And then he did some, The Mandalorian, of course.
Yeah.
I forget what else he did, but like everything that he touched was like gold.
Yeah. And
it was all shoestring budget.
Skeleton Crew. No, not Skeleton Crew. That one was kind of ass. With the clone troopers, the Bad Batch. Have you seen the Bad Batch? No. I'm pretty sure that was Jon Favreau too.
It might have been mostly like that. Filoni.
Dave Filoni. Yeah, when Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau get together and make something Star Wars related, it's good. It's
either decent to good.
Yeah. It's at least you're not going to be disappointed, at the very least.
But when you bring in somebody that's not part of that mindset, like J.J. Abrams
Kathleen Kennedy,
or what's the guy's name from Episode 8? His name's like Chris. He does Knives Out. He did Knives Out. That dude.
The actor?
No, the director guy.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyways, Episode 8 was like one of the worst Star Wars movies ever made.
Yeah, why would they kill off shoot. I can't remember his name.
Harrison Ford?
No, well him too, but
Leia?
No, her too. Oh my god. This is really turning into a why did they kill off all these characters?
Who else did they kill off?
The main dude. Why can't I think of his name?
Mark Hamill?
Luke. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They sort of kind of killed him off. He's like a force ghost, but yeah.
Yeah.
And he just kind of
He did
sits
nothing.
there and dies.
Yeah, he did nothing really cool and then dies.
He just sits there and goes, "Okay, well, guess I'm gonna die now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't have the right leadership. Listen to my words. That's what happens when you don't have the right leadership leading your projects.
I see what you're doing again.
In?
I see what you're doing again.
It's applicable. It applies to like everything.
I don't think that should be in the same conversation as Santa Monica Studios.
I don't know.
This is gonna haunt us.
I don't know. But the same when you talk about leadership in like companies and stuff, or leaders leading projects, it's like when Steve Jobs was still at Apple, you were getting like innovative, crazy devices that nobody's ever seen in their life, doing things that you never would have dreamed of.
Yeah.
Like in your lifetime.
Yeah. Elon Musk.
Same thing.
That's a problematic figure right there. Dare we say his name?
But crazy leadership.
Yeah, indeed.
He's like,
crazy.
I want to do this. I want to do this.
Yeah, and he just
this is what we need to do.
Fights to make it happen.
Yeah, instead of being like, this is what will appease everybody.
You're making me actually worried about that God of War game now.
Yeah,
but I'm holding out hope.
You see, this will appease everybody. Or on the other hand, this is what we're gonna do. You see. It's not going to be for everybody.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you can say that like they knew they weren't going to please everybody with the God of War game, and they're still doing it. Huh?
Because they succeeded. The first one was the best.
We'll see.
Especially at that time. You have to take it in.
Every one of our future podcast episodes is going to have a tinge of the God of War thing until it comes out.
Well, if we're talking about like game development, leadership, passion, yeah, God of War is like the first God of War game is like up there on my list.
Yeah, it was like the leader in that sense.
But the thing is like you don't hear too much about that with other insanely successful games from back then. So like Metal Gear Solid, first Metal Gear Solid, you don't have any. I haven't found any videos talking about the making of.
Right.
The first Metal Gear Solid.
Well, I mean, that's a different story because Kojima did a lot of that kind of thing with the newer stuff coming out, like Death Stranding and stuff. Like he's pretty active on social media about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but like I'm just talking about like older stuff where it's like defining pieces of media of that generation.
Yeah.
There's been a few things. I think Crash Bandicoot. There's been a couple of videos out there like describing all the crazy stuff they had to go through to get Crash Bandicoot working on the PS1.
Yeah.
And it was just like a crazy. They're just, they're hacking the PS1 to make it work.
Right.
Basically. Or like stories like I really like Shadow of the Colossus. The making of Shadow of the Colossus videos. The main dude. Fumito Ueda.
Yeah.
They had some interviews with that guy. And he was kind of like, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knew how to 3D model.
Right.
So I was like making animations, doing all like himself, making 3D models, making animations, just getting the idea out into a virtual playing field, whatever.
Right.
And then people liked it and people got on board and they did it. And started talking about all kinds of like new stuff to push the PS2 to do what it did. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But there's very few, what I'm saying is like there's very few instances of that these days.
Yeah. Well,
where you're just like, wow. They're doing a good job. Like they have the leadership, they got the team, they got the vision, they're doing a good job.
So I guess we can say Disney doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to live action remakes, and they need to just stop it.
They
Stop
don't.
it.
They
No.
don't have.
Bad.
They don't have the leadership. They don't have the vision. There's no more. They haven't had vision since like.
But Moana was pretty cool when they first came out with the original.
Yeah, it was good.
Frozen was pretty cool. Can't believe I'm saying that on the internet right now, but Frozen was cool.
It was good, but that was also how many years ago?
I don't know.
That was before Moana, right? Or after?
Before.
Yeah, so
Yeah, probably
12
like
years
15
ago.
years ago.
15 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
Yeah. It's crazy to think.
So they don't have the leadership or the vision. They might have the team to do it.
Yeah.
But
the
they're missing-
animators, at least. There's some talent there.
Yeah, but they're missing like the core, like
The leadership.
the core pillars of a good like attempt of a project.
Well, that's about all the time we got.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're out of time. Hope you liked it. Hope you liked our rants.
The Rock sucks at acting.
He was pretty good in that one wrestling movie. What was that?
Oh, yeah.
Smashing Machine.
Well, that's because he's playing a wrestler.
But his acting in it was really good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should watch it.
So he does great drama and does great action, comedy.
He just doesn't have the face to be in a kid's movie. Unless his voice is in a kid's movie, then it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you next time.
Laters.